Johnnie, we're taking a strong following to Crawley, a bit of a rivalry that's developed between the two clubs in recent seasons, but we're looking to maintain our impressive away form that we've had this season.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one, Rob. Obviously, fairly local one for us. Friday night under the lights. I know we're taking a big crowd, big following down there, so it should be a really exciting game. Like you say, we want to keep progressing, keep doing what we're doing. Feel like we're in a really good place. Away form's been strong all season. Starting to back that up with some real strong home form of late. So sort of localish rivals in a really good game with close to us in the league as well. So it's got all the ingredients of a cracker.
On the pitch, they seem to have stabilised in mid-table under Scott Lindsay.
Yeah, I think they've done really well this season. Played some really good football. Difficult team to play against and to prepare for. The way they pose problems for the opposition with their formation and their passing, their movement. Something that we have to be well drilled for. Something that we've seen in recent weeks. The likes of Notts County and Swindon playing in a similar vein. So it won't be completely unique, but they'll have their own way of doing it for sure. And they've had a lot of success doing it. So we've got to be bang up for it on Friday night.
Your selection headache seems to have eased somewhat with the fact that we're now fighting on three fronts, so players are going to get game time, particularly around now.
Players are going to get game time. I've been speaking about this period for a while now, haven't I? We're now bang in the middle of it. Obviously progressed again on Tuesday night in a fantastic performance. We made those changes to the team, and it was seamless, and it looked like a proper Wimbledon team and a proper Wimbledon performance. And we got what we deserved down there on Tuesday night, and credit to the boys who came in, and like you say, they've given me a real headache because everyone stepped up to the plate. But what it has done is give me that confidence now that I can rotate my squad. I can use certain people for certain situations, certain fixtures, and that shouldn't be to the detriment of the team and the outcome. So a real tough period we're going into now, but like you say, fighting on three different fronts. FA Cup will be here before you know it as well. Quickly followed by the next round of the Bristol Street Motors competition as well. So and before that, about 4 league games, losing count of how many league games. So need everyone. I keep saying it. It's not a cliche. Like, we are literally going to use all the bodies at our disposal during this run.
Everybody's come through the Portsmouth game, particularly Ali as well.
Yeah, everyone came through it. Some tired bodies at the end. A little bit of cramp here and there. Obviously, some of those boys hadn't played in a while, and the shift they put in was incredible, really. So some of them was feeling that towards the end, and would have come out of the game a little bit tired. Obviously, Ali got the whack on his shin towards the end, but he's fine. It was just an impact, and he wanted to carry on, but obviously there was only a minute or two to go, so we brought him back off just as a precaution. But he's fine. He's been out there and trained, and everyone's fighting fit.
We saw the impact the likes of Charlie Lakin and James Ball made as well, but you were able to rest some players too, which was important.
Yeah, got some rest into some players. Obviously, Al-Hamadi, Little, Joe Lewis were left out completely just because of the amount of minutes and games that they played, an opportunity for someone else. Obviously, Connor Evans is cup tied in that competition, so he can't play. Paul Callenby was suspended, so he couldn't play. So sort of the 18 really picked itself for that, but we was able to make changes, picked a really strong bench, and got a good 90 minutes into a lot of lads that needed it. We brought lads on from the bench that we felt like we needed to impact the game at 4-2. I just felt like the game wasn't won yet. They was having a little moment, and the boys that came on really helped us regain control of the tie, and we went on to win it really comfortably in the end. So brilliant that everyone got their minutes, everyone played their part in what was a really top performance, and most importantly, we're through to the next round as well.
Absolutely. Of course, turning to the game against Crawley, James Tilley, if he's involved, made such an impact since he came to the club as well. Hopefully, if he gets involved in the pitch, a chance for him to reignite that scoring touch. Yeah,
Tills has probably been a bit unlucky of late and frustrated. He came out of the team at a time where I felt like we'd asked a lot of him. He played a lot of minutes, a lot of games, probably more than he'd ever done in his career, to be honest. And I just felt the time was right for him to just have a little break, little rest. And obviously, Josh Nerfield went in, and a couple of others have gone in and done really well. And it's just the position of the squad that we're in. But Tills is a top player. We know that. He showed that on Tuesday night again. I thought he was outstanding down at Fountain Park, and really played his role in a top performance. And I know that I can bring one out, put Tilly back in, and Tills will be ready to step up, especially against his old club as well. We'll probably have a little bit of extra fire in his belly because he done so well for them, and that's where he caught my eye, and that was why we made the decision to try and bring him into the club. So he'll go back to his old club with a point to prove, I'm sure.
Absolutely. January is of course creeping up on us as well. I mean, you're hopeful of keeping the squad that we've got together, but I mean any additions that would come in, you'd be sort of very careful in terms of that they fit the group, and it's a successful group at the moment as well.
Yeah, we'd always do that sort of work that goes in behind the scenes. We'll look at what a player brings, first and foremost with visibility, but we always do the digging, the dirty work, if you like, to get a gauge on character and things like that. And I think to join this group, they've got to be the right type, got to be the right character first and foremost, because we've got the group to such a place now, and the camaraderie amongst it, the work ethic, the work that's already gone on, through pre-season up till now. We've got the squad to a really good point where we feel we're really bubbling. So we wouldn't just bring people in just for the sake of it. I've always said all along that the main aim for me in January is to keep this group together, because I think if we do, we've got a real opportunity to do some good stuff this season. Obviously we're fighting on three fronts as well, so we need that group dynamic and we need everyone to play their part. So hopefully keep this group together. If there's business to be done where we feel like we can add and strengthen, and it's possible within the constraints that we've got placed on us, then we'll look to do it. But we've got a really good group at the minute, and like you say, everyone's fit. We haven't got any injuries. We haven't had too many suspensions, just a couple so far. So long may that continue, and I think if we do that, we're in really good shape.
Good stuff, Johnny. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, Rob.